talking about fitness and exercises, I had my own share of exercise this morning.
Wow.
Getting to the office was such a ruckus for me. So first off, welcome, Mike. How you doing?
Good morning.
That's if you provide me to welcome myself.
So,
welcome myself
I
because
don't understand. Welcome, MM.
Yes,
welcome, Mike, because I don't understand.
yeah, man, getting to the office this morning was quite a hassle, I must say. And, well, due to the, reports of, of a protest which is scheduled to happen later today, a lot of, it seems like businesses have shut down.
Yeah.
There's no, there are little or no vehicles on the road. Even for me, my driver couldn't get to pick me up. So, okay, I tried, alternative transportation. Maybe I couldn't get a vehicle either. And one or two buses I saw, I was like, I don't think it's exactly safe because I didn't want to be a victim.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so eventually my driver got to me because he had to take a bike from where he was and he paid some ridiculous amounts.
Wow.
Got to me eventually, and here I am. The things that we have to do for you guys just to be
Quite
here.
a lot. Mike,
So,
how was it? How was it?
It was ridiculous. Mike, how was it getting to the office this morning?
Nothing, really, nothing of note. But it's still on the protest, as it were.
Yeah.
There have been designated areas for the protest. There's the Ganifawemi Park in Ojota and the Peace Park. So both areas have been designated by, I think it was a statement by Governor Sanwo-Olu yesterday, where he mentioned that. And I think for everybody, the major issue is, I would say, I wish the other hashtag was not no to protest, but no to rioting, because the governor, even the Inspector General of Police, with a statement just this morning, yesterday, and they came quite late yesterday, if we know, and of course the rulings from the court about where to protest and all of that. The major thing has been, nobody has denied the right of citizens to protest, but I think those saying hashtag no to protest, who were also protesting, maybe should be no to riot and destruction of properties.
No to violence.
And violence. Yes, that is where I think the major issue should be no to violence. Everybody anywhere,
Has a right
even in the most, as it were, the most organized countries or the most industrialized countries, you have to protest if you're not happy with the situation, as it were. But you see, when it comes to violence, when it comes to rioting, which we had the last time. For me, I'm looking at the last time this happened, remember with NSAS, it was the loss of even private property, apart from the government. BRT buses were destroyed. That it's basically the people, we are the ones that use it.
Businesses were,
you understand?
People's businesses
Surulere, I still remember Seko Mall. So it took, what, 3 years?
The whole of Bode Thomas, a lot of
3 years
properties
for that mall at Jakonde to get back. 3 years, and that was not government or anybody, that was
private
people,
property.
Private property. So why would we protest and at the same time harm the people, our brothers, ourselves? So that's where the whole thing has been. If we can make it peaceful, because I still remember back then, I think in the 2012 protest, the one that still had at the park there. Yes, the Occupy Nigeria. It was in one spot. A lot of leaders came, which has been pictures of that have been going around. A lot of leaders came and they were in one spot. And then if you were coming out that they were, that there was music and all of that, but it was in one place. I still remember Ojota here. I still remember that. And even in some of the, I think in Ukraine, some of the big protests around the world, in one area. You keep them in one area, and then the police protects them.
Yes.
There is, so as if you're going out to protest, the police has said that they will protect the protesters. But the issue here should not be people coming to use the protest as a means to
sabotage
be violent.
or be violent. Yeah. Talking about protests, there are actually a lot of protests going on right now all over the world. There's a protest ongoing in Venezuela right now as we speak. There's also a protest going on in, I think, parts of France. and Spain. There are pockets of protests going on in, you know, some of these countries, you know, as a means to demand for, you know, good governance.
Yes, yeah.
Demand for, you know, good leadership. Venezuela for the last couple of years has been, you know, they have been battling with inflation, recession. It's been a, you know, a tussle. Still coming back to what you have said, Mike, regarding today's protest. I'm just going to sort of like piggyback on what you said on the need for everyone to be cautious and conscious, because even the next person, you know, who beside you, working alongside you protesting, you don't know what their motives are, but you also need to be careful. If you notice anything that is absurd or awkward or doesn't look, you know, I think it's important to reach out to a security official, you know, because I know that they have deployed officials, military security officials, policemen, you know, in different parts of, you know, Lagos State.
Yeah.
So
if it's not
that, you could just, you know, reach out to the nearest security official that you can find and let them know that, okay, this is something happening and you're not sure what it is, just to bring their attention to it, basically, so that things don't get awry.
If it's not in those places, those two the designated spots, you might be open to whatever the security officials do to you, then that will be on you. They've stated it. If it's not in those two parts, that is, you're talking about the Peace Park and the Garden Farming Park. If it's not in those places and you are protesting somewhere else, it's a problem. We've been giving you, there have been court papers to say that, look, these are the places that are designated for the protest. So except you're moving to those places, please, you know, don't carry it anywhere else. Don't go. Coming this morning, I know a lot of. In fact, I almost didn't see any business place open, any private business place open. So a lot of people are saying, okay, hey, let's just wait it out and see what happens today.
Even yesterday in the market, because I went shopping, you know, it was last minute shopping, not just for me, but I saw loads of people. It was as if it was market day in the market.
Oh,
yes,
people,
it was a rush. There was a rush at the market, and even some of the market women had sold off their goods on time, because they were saying, no, we're not opening tomorrow, there's no
perishable items or something.
Exactly. So because there were also speculations and rumors that, you know, businesses were not going to open today. There was going to be restrictions on the road. So, you know, everyone had decided as at yesterday, they were not going to be out today. Except if you're going to protest at, you know, the designated areas that Mike had mentioned earlier on. Winfrey.
So basically, I think I understand everyone's agitation, to be very honest, right? Of course, we definitely are people that work based off, I mean, what has happened in the past, based off history and all of that. However, I think it's very important to note, a lot of people make reference to the ERS protest and then how a lot of things happened and how it was hijacked and it was looted. People fail to identify the fact that for the first few days, that protest was chaos-free. It was very peaceful and very organized, very strategized. It had people meeting at a particular spot and literally just doing nothing but protesting, which was literally what it was the location was as Lekki Tollgate, right? And then that is totally what we are literally planning, right? Rather, that's the idea. That's literally the idea. To literally going and literally just protesting, doing what they need to protest, right? So I can understand the agitations based off security individuals, which are coming out to the streets to literally make sure. I mean, yes, of course, from yesterday as well, I think now everybody's just trying to be cautious. Everybody's just trying to get what they can get off the streets, and then again, go about their lives, right? And people are not trying to. Anyways, wherever you are, I think in summary, just be safe and then just look around. And if you notice anything that is not meant to be happening around you, make sure you reach out to the necessary security agencies and
officials around.
Yeah, officials, and then.
I also need to also quickly note that I know that there's going to be a lot of fake news going around, right? People, you know, having to post old videos of the ERS protest just to incite, you know, people. Please, before we, spread any false information, let's verify by, we can check out, research on, information on Google. Any of the, newspaper outlets, newspaper platforms will have verified news before you post anything. Don't, please, just let us all be each other's brother's keeper. Let's look out for fake news. If a story is not authentic, try to verify it before you repost it on social media.